Hey guys, it's Big Soprano. I'm a very troubled person. I feel like my life is pretty complicated, and there's some good, some bad, but there's been a lot of conflict in my life, and a lot of things that happened, especially last year. So I'm going to list all of my biggest regrets that I could think of from just my days in school or after graduation, and even stuff from recently. So let's start off the list with never studying in school. So I don't think there was a time where I studied at least like crazy amount. Like obviously I've studied when I was in school. I've studied before, but I can't think of more than like 5 times I've studied. I felt like studying didn't help me because the one time I actually put a shit ton of effort into studying, I only got like an 80% grade or something like that, and it really sucked. So I didn't really spend my time studying like ever, and if it was an exam, obviously I'd try to study. I'd try, but I don't even know if I even have any good studying skills because I didn't really do good in school, honestly, and because of that I'd have to take a upgrading class if I ever wanted to go back to school. I'd have to take English 12 all over again because I got like a C in that class, and you know the requirements to actually roll is like a C plus, so I'd have to do that before I get into any programs, which is why I regret never studying. And this is the second part of the list, but it's sort of the same thing. I regret never taking school seriously. That's why before I enter any programs in university or college or whatever, I would have to take English 12 all over again. And it's not that I didn't do homework, you know, I was able to finish my homework in class, so, but I was never really the smart kid in school, honestly. I just went with the flow, and that's where you see me right now. I'm not in education or anything like that. If I took school more seriously, I probably would have took like a computer program or something like that. But yeah, another regret that ties into school is playing Smash Bros every day at lunch. So playing Smash Bros at lunch is obviously like fun. I have like 300 hours alone just from playing Smash Bros at lunch every single day. I did that for a couple years until like grade 11 or something like that, and I feel like I lost so much time actually like interacting with friends or hanging out with friends, because lunchtime was like hanging out with friends and it was really fun, and I regret not giving more time to my friends, you know? This is the second last one that has to do with school, but wasting my time chasing girls. So, of the girls that I tried to chase, not literally chase them, but, you know, tried to have a romantic relationship with, to this day, they don't even have boyfriends. So, I should have realized that at least the girls that I were talking to don't want to date, and that also means they don't want to date me. So I feel like I wasted my time in my last year of high school by chasing girls, and I really wish I didn't, because I still ended up with nothing. And this is the last one I have to do with school. That would be going to prom. Everyone knows how my prom went on the channel, but for those who are new, I left prom early because I couldn't even sit with my prom date, you know? And she wasn't even my prom date. We went as friends anyway, so it was all pointless to begin with. But now we're starting to move forward, progress more into my life, you know? We're starting to make some progress, so the next one would be quitting McDonald's, because this is where my life completely fucking derailed, and after that I made a shit ton of mistakes and fucked up my life for good. And you know, if I wasn't doing anything like working, I was up to no good. I quit McDonald's and started smoking weed full time. So after McDonald's is where my life completely derailed, and another regret would be smoking weed, because this will lead into the next one, but it really affected my mental health and ruined me as a person for a while. And the next one is becoming a violent person and getting into fights with family members like my brother and my dad, and I really regret that a lot, because like they're my family, you know. And yeah, we may disagree from time to time, but you know, you can't solve problems with your fists, and that's something I really regret. And that would be something that would lead to me getting arrested a couple times. So I really regret being arrested. It's honestly traumatizing getting arrested for the first time, or even like the 5th time. I don't know, I probably got like under 5 arrests, but more than 3 arrests. Something like that. And being arrested is no fucking fun. They keep you in a fucking tin can for an entire night, or who knows, if you are there on a Friday, you'll probably be there the whole fucking weekend. So I really regret getting arrested. That shit fucking sucks. It's no fun. Don't catch a case like me, guys. Okay? Now, the next one would be living in the trap house with my unstable friend, because that was the most unstable household I've ever lived in. Like, when it was just me and him, it was fine. But when his ex basically started living there again, when another friend started living there, it just went to fucking shit. Like, there was like constant like mental breakdowns and fights. It was just horrible. It was a horrible place to be in, and I regret living with him a lot, because that's what led me to being homeless, because I had nowhere else to go. I just had to go to the shelter. So I regret doing drugs at the trap house. I feel like drugs like cocaine and Molly really affected my mental health. It really affected my intelligence. Obviously, if you're doing drugs, you're not a smart person. But if you are, you won't be a smart person after doing drugs, because like I feel like doing drugs really affected my intelligence, and I don't feel half as smart as I used to be before I started doing drugs. Before I did drugs. I'm not saying I'm doing drugs right now, but that was well over a year ago. That's all water under the bridge. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video about me talking about my past. I just wanted to find a way to connect with you guys, and you know, since you guys find my content relatable. So if it's so relatable, do you relate to these things? That's a question I have for you guys. But with that, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys have a great day.